So I'm here with Davey Suicide. So we always start off now with like something random. So
Okay.
she came up with this one herself. She wants you to do a random dance move for the intro.
I'm not doing this. I do enough dance moves when we play.
That is
Y'all
true.
can YouTube our shows and get some dance moves.
Okay. It is true. So to start off with, like, who are some artists who influenced you?
The original Guns N' Roses lineup, all the way through the Use Your Illusions, was my favorite. Manson, obviously, Eminem, into I don't know. There's some obscure stuff like The Doors and Queen, and Rob Zombie.
Okay. You've been out a new record recently.
Yeah.
So what was the writing process for that like?
It's easy. I mean, Needles and I, we put the songs together in a few months, and then we had everybody come in and redo their parts and add their spins to it. But so much easier than the first record. I mean, I think that when you grow with your band and stuff too, it becomes easier. But I'm excited for the third one.
Okay. There's rumors that you had a lineup change recently. What can you tell me about that?
Yeah, we got a new guitar player, and his name's Nico, and I think at the end of the day, like, if you don't have the same goals of somebody else, it's eventually going to splinter. And we just reached that point, and then we had to make a decision. So.
Okay. So like there's like no bad blood or anything like that?
No, just when the shoe doesn't fit.
Yeah. Okay. Back with the record, like, what was the most meaningful song you wrote?
I think Imperfect and Only Human, probably. We just got so many stories of kids coming to our merch table and saying how we've affected them and helped them through stuff, and you just start realizing as an artist that it's just such a reciprocal relationship, and we're there for them, in their way, but they're also the reason that we can do this. So it was kind of like a thank you to all of our fans.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of bands nowadays that sell the message, we're here to save your life. How do you feel about bands who try to sell that?
I think you just gotta write songs that you love. It's like whatever happens from it happens from it. People are obviously figuring out ways that they feel like they can rope in bands, I guess. But I think music is an outlet, and it doesn't save you per se, but it gives you an escape. And sometimes that escape gets you away from the things that were driving you nuts, and that's great.
Okay. Sorry. What is one thing you've learned from touring so far?
That I love living in California.
It is pretty cold today.
How you guys live in 20-degree weather?
It was 60 yesterday.
Yeah, well, that's weird.
It's Ohio.
Yeah.
It's bipolar. What can fans expect from a Davey Suicide show?
I just think we bring it. I mean, I think there's a bunch of artists out there, and I think you can just tell which ones are authentic, and you can tell which ones live this, and we just deliver a show. It's like down to how everything looks visually, down to like the light show we built. It's a presentation. It's not just dudes up there playing music, and it's an experience, and I think it's something that's very memorable. I think people definitely will have a polarized reaction one way or another.
You guys are like a different genre compared to everyone else on this tour. Like, how do you think some fans are going to perceive that?
I think it takes sometimes, kids are just confused sometimes, but most of the fans that know us just dig it. I think it's cool that the genres are all over the place. It gives you kind of something different. But I don't worry about that. Like, we've been on so many different tours, and sometimes you get the best fans from something that you didn't expect. So.
With like the different tours, like, who has been your favorite artist to tour with?
I love touring with Blood. I think we do really well with those guys. Will was fun to tour with. Comedy was fun. I think every tour that we've been on, we've taken away something that was cool. But we're ready to tour with the big boys next.
Yeah. Okay. I like to do a little thing of like this or that. If you're okay with that.
This.
Okay. So, Superman or Batman?
I think Superman. Because he has an ass, and I believe in suicide.
You've
been fooled the entire time for decades. Everyone's wrong.
A night out or a night in?
Probably night in if I'm off tour.
Okay. Panera or Starbucks?
Panera Bread.
Better one, yeah. Physical CDs or digital downloads?
I like the physicals, although downloads are easier, so.
Yeah. Okay, tattoos or piercings?
It depends. I mean, I don't really like girls blasted out with a lot of tattoos, really. We'll go with tattoos. That's a political answer.
Okay. Energy drinks or coffee?
I love both of them, but I don't do either anymore, so we're gonna go with moonshine. Moonshine apple pie by my buddy Kaz in Michigan.
Okay, for something a little more serious, what is like one message that you want your fans to take away from your music?
I think you are accountable for everything that happens, good or bad. And don't rely on something outside of that. Don't blame anybody else for things that go wrong. Be accountable for everything you do. And you'll learn, you'll grow, and you'll become such a better person because of it.
Okay. What has been one of your craziest tour stories that you can tell us?
I get this in every interview and I always blank out. We'll skip that one.
Okay. This one, DJ Green Bean here came up with.
Green bean.
Yes. What would you do if an army of red pandas kidnapped you? She smiles.
Ask them where we're going. Like where we're. You know.
I don't know. You're being kidnapped. I mean, this happens every interview. Someone's kidnapped.
Yeah,
So.
someone's kidnapped by something. I mean,
Red pandas.
yeah.
Well, I mean, Richie was kidnapped by a unicorn, so I'm
Yeah.
not sure how that was going to work out either.
Yeah. I
That
mean,
fits him.
and Logan from Feral My Love was kidnapped by a koala.
Wallaby.
Okay, wallaby. Okay. What's next for your music?
Probably album number 3. We're gonna do a couple videos, you know. We're gonna do some touring in the spring, and you know.
What songs do you want to do videos for?
We're still deciding. I'd love to do a video for Imperfect. We already shot one for Worldwide Suicide. You know, maybe Only Human would be one. We'll have to see. You know, Imperfect. I think we've never really did a ballad video before, so Until We're Dead, maybe too. All the songs. We have a lot of strong songs on this record, so we have a lot to choose from.
And that's really all I have. Do you want to tell everyone what your social media is, where they can find you?
It's just Davey Suicide and everything. And, yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes.